Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. The bold and the beautiful spoilers and updates tease that Liam Spencer's Scott Clifton seven-word death revelation could resolve the rivalry between Hope Logan, Annika Noel, and Steffy Forrester, Jacqueline Missins Wood. Fans have witnessed Liam's struggle as he oscillated between these two significant women for years. At times, Liam treated Steffy as if she were his true love, while at other times it appeared that Hope was his destined partner. He couldn't decide. Sadly, Liam's tendency to waver between the two led to him causing more pain than necessary for both women, and they often fought over him. Although Steffy and Hope had their own flaws, it's clear that Liam's uncertainty sparked significant tension between them, as neither one felt secure when they were with him. Eventually, Steffy found happiness with John Finn Finnegan, Tanner Novlin. But the memories of her relationship with Liam and their shared romance linger on. Similarly, Hope and Liam also had a remarkable love story, that is, when the narrative allowed them to enjoy their happiness, which over the years wasn't very often. Steffy and Hope both have daughters with Liam, creating a unique bond with their past love. Fans have long speculated about who truly holds the top spot in Liam's affections. With Liam now battling a terminal brain tumor, could B&B finally settle this debate? If Liam's character is indeed being written off, the series might just unveil the ultimate victor in this romantic triangle. The resolution may hinge on who captures Liam's heart in his final moments. As Hope's part in Liam's poignant narrative takes the spotlight, she might have the opportunity to express his genuine feelings one last time. In that scenario, Liam might utter this poignant seven-word confession, "You are my one true love, Hope." Although he has expressed this sentiment to her previously, it will carry greater weight if he shares it at a time when he can no longer reconsider his feelings for Steffy. Liam could make this heartfelt declaration to Hope, choosing her as he approaches the end. Perhaps even cradled in her arms if B&B opts for a particularly dramatic twist. Time seems to be running out for Liam, as no miracle procedure has been found for a last-minute save, although of course it could still happen. In a haunting and heart-wrenching twist, the bold and the beautiful teases a powerful moment fans never saw coming. Liam Spencer, forever torn between two of Los Angeles' most iconic women, makes a shocking deathbed confession that could finally shatter or cement the legacy of Hope Logan and Steffy Forrester. But is this really the end for Liam, or just the beginning of something no one expected? Act 1. A shocking diagnosis. The week begins with an ominous tone as Liam collapses during a quiet lunch with Wyatt at Il Giardino. At first, it seems like dehydration or exhaustion, but a grim expression from the EMTs suggests something more serious. At University Hospital, Finn steps in to consult on Liam's case, and what he finds stuns him. An aggressive form of cardiomyopathy, likely hereditary and tragically advanced. A transplant might save him, but there's no guarantee, and time is slipping fast. Brooke, Bill, Hope, and Steffy gather at the hospital, each processing the reality in their own way. Bill is shaken but determined, immediately offering to fly in the best specialists. Brooke comforts Hope, who is reeling. "He's too young," she whispers tearfully. But for Steffy, something deeper brews, a gnawing sense of guilt. "He was with me that night in Aspen. Did I miss something?" she asks Ridge quietly, racked with the what-ifs. Hope, still holding on to the fragile bond they've rebuilt, insists on being by Liam's side. But Steffy won't walk away either. For the first time, the Hope versus Steffy dynamic doesn't feel like rivalry, it feels like impending grief. Act 2. The past comes flooding back. With his time uncertain, Liam begins to reflect on the whirlwind that has been his life. Flashbacks abound. The first time he met Hope at Forrester, the wild and magnetic chemistry with Steffy in Aspen, the wedding that never happened, the cliffside rescues, betrayals, babies, and broken hearts. Alone with Wyatt, Liam finally opens up about how exhausted he is from living in between two hearts. Every time I tried to move forward, I left a piece of myself behind with the other. I loved them both, but I was never whole. Wyatt urges him to make peace with the past while he still can. Tell them the truth, Liam. Whatever that is for you. The next day, Liam makes a request. He wants to see Hope and Steffy together. Not separately, together. Hope is hesitant, fearing that Steffy will use this moment to twist the narrative again. Steffy is equally reluctant, suspecting Hope has already made Liam's choice for him. But they agree because if Liam truly is dying, he deserves honesty and peace. Act 3. The Confession Room. The hospital room is quiet. Machines beep softly. Liam, pale and growing weaker, asks the nurses to leave. Bill lingers at the door, but Liam shakes his head. Just them. Please. Hope and Steffy stand on either side of the bed. Their arms are crossed, hearts guarded, but their eyes betray the pain. I don't know how much time I have, Liam begins. So I want to say this now, while I can still speak clearly. Hope reaches for his hand. Steffy watches, unmoving. You both deserve the truth, the real truth. Not the half measures I've given you for over a decade. I've lived a life of indecision, and because of that, I hurt both of you more times than I can count. Hope gently says, Liam, you don't have to. Yes, I do, he interrupts. Because if I die, I don't want to take the lie with me. Hope and Steffy exchange glances. I loved you both, Liam says, his voice cracking. Deeply, intensely, differently. Hope, you were my light. You believed in me when I didn't believe in myself. You gave me purpose and forgiveness again and again. Tears slide down Hope's cheek. Steffy, you were my fire. You challenged me. You made me fight harder, live louder. You showed me passion when I felt empty. Steffy blinks hard, but the tear falls. I married you both. I had children with you both. I made promises to you both. But only one of you ever held my whole heart. A beat of silence. The room stills. Hope stops breathing. Steffy clutches the bed rail. I knew the answer the moment Beth was born, Liam whispers. I just couldn't face it. Not after all we went through, Hope. Not when we had a second chance. But the truth is, he swallows. My heart belongs to Steffy. Act 4. Fallout and Fury. The silence after the confession is deafening. Hope pulls her hand away. Her lips part, but no words come out, just shock. Her entire world cracks. You said you'd always love me, she finally says. That I was your destiny, Liam. I did, he says quietly. Because I wanted to believe it. I needed to, but my soul, it always turned toward her, even when I didn't want it to. Steffy is stunned. Liam, why would you say this now? Because I don't want to die with a lie on my lips. Hope stands up. Her hands tremble. So all this time, I was the consolation prize? No, Liam pleads. Never that. You were the woman I wanted to be good enough for. But I was never truly whole without Steffy. Hope runs out of the room before he can say more. Act 5. Steffy's crisis, Hope's resolve. Later, Finn finds Steffy crying alone in the hospital chapel. She tells him what Liam confessed. He's gentle, but conflicted. Do you feel the same? Finn asks her carefully. Steffy hesitates. I don't know. I loved him once, but I changed. I've grown. I have you and our family. But part of me never let go. Meanwhile, Hope returns home and tears down every framed photo of her and Liam. She cradles Beth and whispers, "We're enough now. We'll always be enough." Brooke arrives and tries to soothe her daughter. Liam is dying, sweetheart. Maybe he's just confused. No, Mom, Hope says with eerie calm. He finally told the truth. He chose. And now, so will I. Act 6. The Final Hours. As Liam's condition deteriorates, Ridge and Bill clash over what to do next. Bill wants to fly him to Germany for a miracle trial, but Ridge worries the stress could kill him. Steffi sits beside Liam again, unsure what to say. He looks at her with soft eyes. I never expected you to love me back. I just wanted you to know. I don't know what I feel, Liam, she confesses. I'm married. I have a life. But thank you. For telling me. For being brave. She kisses his forehead gently. That night, a donor match is found, but the operation is risky. Liam is rushed to surgery. The Forresters, Spencers, and Logans crowd the waiting area. Hope doesn't come. Act 7, A New Beginning, or the End. Hours later, Finn steps into the room with an unreadable expression. The surgery was a success, he says finally. Liam's going to make it. The room erupts into relieved joy. But Hope watches the news from home. She smiles sadly, whispering, "Good. Now he can live with the truth." At the hospital, Steffi is the first person Liam sees when he opens his eyes. I didn't think I'd see you again, he says. You almost didn't, she replies softly. You told the truth, Liam. But now it's my turn. He looks at her, waiting. I'll always love you, in a way, but I've moved on. I love Finn. I love my life. I don't want to go backward. Liam closes his eyes and nods. I understand. Later, Hope arrives, surprising everyone. She walks into the room, sets down a co-parenting schedule she's drawn up, and says, no more confusion, no more second chances. I wish you peace, Liam. But I'm done. Act 8, The Answer We All Needed. Liam's deathbed confession may not have given him the fairy tale ending he once fantasized about, but it gave everyone clarity. Hope, for the first time, puts herself first and begins rebuilding her identity outside of Liam's love. Steffi, reaffirmed in her future with Finn, finally lets go of the triangle that haunted her for years. And Liam, perhaps for the first time, is alone but finally free. As he sits up in bed, recovering and reflecting, he whispers to himself, I told the truth. Now it's up to them to live it. And maybe, just maybe, that was the ultimate answer all along. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our Boldy and BAUTFUL UPDAT YouTube channel for more update news.